Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Coding with Cartoons. I'm here today to play with you, and I thought that maybe we would play something from my current space, code.org. Uh, it's getting to be time that we're starting to think about the hour of code. And granted, Hour of Code isn't until December, but at code.org, we're thinking about starting to get things ready. And that got me remembering some of our old greats. And one of those is Star Wars. So I'm going to bring you guys over to the code.org/Star Wars page where you will see a couple of different options there. There's one that says blocks, and there's one that says JavaScript. And the JavaScript one is for students who are a little bit older, but the blocks one, any age can really play. So we're going to go ahead and do that today. Welcome to the Hour of Code. Okay, I just had to get through that part. These videos are really great. They show female role models who are involved in the world of Star Wars, and they help introduce the ideas in these activities. There's music that goes along with these. I'm going to turn my music off so that you can hear me while I talk, but most of the stuff you can do just by reading. You'll see that we have some instructions here. We need that scrap metal BB-8. Can you get it? The interesting thing about this tutorial is it's kind of divided into a couple of different pieces. The first piece for these first levels is BB-8 going around collecting scrap metal. So here, BB-8 needs to move 1, 2 spaces to get to the scrap metal, and there's only one in the workspace. So we will add another one and click run, and that gets BB-8 to the scrap metal, and that's all we needed. But these puzzles are very introductory, and based on the stuff that we have been doing on our Saturdays, we can go a little farther and do a little bit more. So I'm going to skip ahead. And here's another video. In these puzzles, we have R2-D2, and R2-D2 is getting ready to make a game. So R2-D2 will move how we make him move based upon events that we present for him. So if there's buttons here that if we hold down these buttons, they will make R2-D2 move, or you can use the keys on your keyboard. And these are event blocks. The event blocks say when this event happens, an up arrow is pressed, we want R2 to go up. And when this event, a down arrow is pressed, we want R2 to go down. Now, if you're feeling kind of persnickety, you can switch the two and make him go up when you press down and down when you press up. But the game might become a little complicated for you then. We're going to go ahead and click run. And now you see that I can make R2 go rescue the rebel pilots. And we completed the puzzle. Continue. Next, we have to get all of the rebel pilots as quickly as we can. So we are going to need, as you can see, we are going to need to edit the up arrow, down arrow, left and right arrow now. So we need to go up when we press up, go down when we press down, go left when we press left, and when we go right, we go right. And click run. Now, part of this game is not just getting the controls right, but going and getting the rebel pilots as well. So we have to do that in order to complete the game. Boop, bada, boo. All right, continue. We've hidden the code you wrote, but you can still use the arrow keys to move. It's your game, so now you choose the sound. Try the drop down to pick a different sound. Okay, I'm going to turn my sound back on for this. Unfortunately, I can't mute the tab and still hear this stuff, so you're going to hear the music until I tell you you're going to hear the music and it goes away on its own and makes a liar out of me. Okay, so let's listen to some of these sounds. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do R2-D2 random so that I never know what I'm going to get. Now we're going to click run. And remember, the arrow keys are still working from the code that I did before. And actually, if I had done wonky code before, they would have fixed it for me for this level. You got the rebel pilots, but you need at least 900 points to pass the puzzle. Use the add points block to add lots of points when you get a rebel pilot. Now see, that's what happens when I don't read instructions. It says, let's add points. Add points when R2-D2 gets each rebel pilot. Get 900 points to win. Okay, so we can add 100 points when we get a rebel pilot. But what's going to happen if we do that? If each rebel pilot is worth 100 points and there's only 3 rebel pilots, then we will get 100, 200, 300 points, which feels like a lot, but it's not even close to 900. So if we need to get 900 points and we have 3 rebel pilots, let's see, that would mean it can't be 200 because that would be 200, 400, 600. Oh no, my timer's running out. Let me reset. So how about 300? 300, 600, 900. That would do it. We need at least 300 points. But did you see what I just saw? 1,000 points is an option. That means that if we want to have each rebel pilot be worth 1,000 points, we technically would only need to get 1 rebel pilot before time ran out to win. Let's try it. Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. Look at me go. I got 3,000 points. Awesome. Sorry, song break. Okay, I'm going to have to mute that. Otherwise, I will listen to the song all day and I won't actually do any coding. Watch out for the stormtroopers. Add 100 points when R2-D2 gets a rebel pilot. Remove 100 when he gets a stormtrooper. Get 200 points to pass the puzzle. You can use the Minoc to make it easier. Oh my goodness, this is a lot of instructions. And sometimes that happens. Sometimes you have a great big problem to solve and it can seem overwhelming. When that happens, what you need to do is break it down into smaller pieces. It is okay to not get the code right your first time. You need to go in and break that problem apart and start solving it piece by piece. And if you do that, eventually you'll get to the last piece and then the whole problem will be solved. So let's use that technique here. The first thing is to add points at 100 points when R2-D2 gets to a rebel pilot. So we need to figure out how to do that. And looking at the toolbox, is there anything that you see that would let us add 100 points when R2-D2 gets to a rebel pilot? Right, when get rebel pilot, we would add 100 points. So there's that problem solved. Remove 100 points when he gets to a stormtrooper. When get to stormtrooper, remove 100 points. When he, okay, get 200 points to pass the puzzle. You can use the Minoc to make it easier. All right, so we can do something with Minoc now, or we can wait. Let's wait and see how hard it is to get 200 points to pass the puzzle. So to get 200 points, that means we need to get both rebel pilots and not have any stormtroopers get us. So here we go. Oh yeah, this is tough. This is tough. Okay, one rebel pilot. Come here, rebel pilot. Oh, my key. Stop. I need to go up. I need to go up. Come here, rebel pilot. Why are you running away? There, I got 200 points. Whew. Now, I could have made getting the Minoc worth some amount of points and made it so I at least had 200 very easily, but I kind of thought this was fun. What did you think? All right. Now, continue. All right, put commands here to have them run when the program starts. So this is the when run event. And when you put stuff here, it will happen as soon as you click run. When you put stuff here, it will happen when you get the puffer pig. Now, there's no puffer pig. When will the puffer pig appear? That's right, when you click run. So let's click run and see what's going to happen. All right. Oops. It didn't let me go for very long, but that's because it detected that I hadn't read the instructions and done what I was supposed to. So I'm going to reset. Add 3 puffer pigs to the planet, then go get them. Right now, there's only 1 puffer pig. So I'm going to copy that block. I use Command C, and I'm going to paste it 2 times with Command V. And that makes adding extra code really quick and easy. I could have also dragged it out of here, but that's more my style, man. Unless there's a repeat loop, and then I will use a repeat loop instead. So let's click run, see what happens. Puffer pigs everywhere. Okay, I got that one. Puffer pigs are worth a lot. Puffer pigs are worth more than rebel pilots. That seems odd. All right, 3,000 points. Continue. It's up to you, R2-D2. When you get a tauntaun, make 2 or more Minocs appear. Get 8 Minocs. Okay, so to pass this level, we need to get 8 Minocs. But every time we get a tauntaun, we need to make 2 or more Minocs appear. So when the game starts, there will be 1, 2, 3, 4 tauntauns. That means that each time we get a tauntaun, we need to make at least 2 Minocs appear to get 8 Minocs before the level is done. But the instructions kind of told us that. However, what if we add 3 Minocs every time we get a tauntaun? And then there will be enough Minox that we don't have to get them all in order to pass the level. We can have leftovers. So we'll click run, and I'm going to get the tauntaun so that some Minox appear. And for some reason my keys are having trouble. All right. How many is that? How did I do? Woohoo! They're multiplying. Can you make 2 or more? Sorry, I should have done a Leia impression. I don't know why I didn't even think to do that. Can you make 2 or more mouse droids appear every time R2-D2 gets 1 mouse droid? Get 20 mouse droids. So you need to make 2 mouse droids appear every time you get 1 mouse droid. So it looks like we start with a mouse droid. And then when we get a mouse droid, we need to make 2 more. 2 more appear. And then in order to finish this game, we need to get 20 mouse droids. How long do you think that will take? If we start with 1, and then every time we get 1, we get 2 more. So it would go 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64. So it wouldn't take that many times. And here we go. Get that mouse droid. Aha! Ooh. Well, that was interesting. When I got the 1 mouse droid, it looked like 4 appeared. Maybe when 1 appeared, it landed on me. And so I automatically got another one. Here we go. Just follow the line of mouse droids. Oh, this is creepy. If I saw that at my house, I would call an exterminator. Continue. Time to visit another planet. Use the new commands to change your droid and its speed. Then get the rebel pilots. Set your droid and its speed. So we have a set speed here. Okay, use the new commands, which are these guys up here, to set the droid and its speed. Then get the rebel pilots. So let's set the droid. Let's set the droid to C-3PO. We have not seen him yet. Let's do that at the very beginning so that it's C-3PO as soon as we click run. And let's change C-3PO's speed and make CPO very, very fast. And now we'll click run. Oh my goodness. 3PO is very fast. That should make games much easier. Okay, good job, 3PO. Now, finally, this is Alice. She works with me. She is an amazing person. She's brilliant. And she is fun to listen to. So if you get the chance to play through these by yourself, you should watch her video. Okay, you are now on your own, R2-D2. You have all the tools you need now to create your own puzzle. Feel free to explore and play with all the different commands and events. When you're done, press the finish button to continue. All right. I told myself we were only going to do about 15 minutes here, and I have completely lost track of time. I think next time I'm going to have to start setting a timer so that we know when it's 15 minutes and we can call it good. But for now, I want to play with this game. We can click on these. Our blocks have been put away in drawers in a toolbox. So we have 2 drawers. One is commands, where we have all of those, and one is events, where we have all the things that make stuff happen. The neat thing about having these categories in the toolbox is that you can sort through kind of what you want. If you know you want an event, you can go to those quickly. If you know you want a command, you can go to those quickly. So you don't see everything while you're coding, but eventually you start to learn where all of those things are. So when we click run, it's going to set this to an Endor background, which actually is the background it already has. But we can do Hoth if we're feeling like a little snow. And then we can choose the map. This is a circle map, and even though it looks like a square, it's a circle because you can go all the way around the outside. There's also a horizontal map. I'll show you what that looks like. See, there's all these grids in a horizontal line. Well, and then there's grid, which means that you have all these things you can and can't go through. I like to set random. So we'll have a random map. And I'm going to keep R2 because I like R2. R2 is one of my favorite droids. I will tell you that right now. The others are, you know, BB-8, C-3PO, and pretty much every other droid in the Star Wars universe. I'm going to set R2-D2 to fast because I get frustrated when R2-D2 can't catch things. And then we can play random sounds, but I'm not going to be able to hear them. You'll see that we have to code our own up arrow and down arrow again. So I'm going to do this. Now, because it's extra work to go in, open the commands, pull out the down, pull out the left, pull out the right, I'm going to take the same block, I'm going to copy it, I'm going to paste it 3 times with my Command V, or Command C for copy, Command V for paste, or if you're on a PC, Control C for copy, Control V for paste, and I'm going to pull down this little arrow so that I can choose left and I can choose right. And now that will let me get around. Oh, this map is actually harder to navigate than any of the other ones I looked at. So that'll help me get around. And man, this guy can cruise. All right. Now let's add something else. What do we have here? We have when you get any character, when you get all characters, when you get all puffer pigs, Minox, Tauntaun, stormtroopers, mouse droids, rebel pilots. We have when obstacle touched. Oh, this is interesting. So how about we start, let's start out with adding a stormtrooper and a rebel pilot to the map. Now, when you get a stormtrooper, you will have points taken away and another stormtrooper will get added to the screen. And how about when we get a rebel pilot? Let's see. We add 10 points. Let's add 50 points. We add 50 points and we add another rebel pilot to the screen. And then when we get all of the rebel pilots, we end the game as a win. Okay, that's not going to work because if every time we get a rebel pilot, we add a rebel pilot, then the rebel pilots will never be gone, except for maybe one instance right after the first rebel pilot is gone. So this isn't going to work. We need a golden snitch, so to speak. We need something that you can catch and the game will be over. And so I am going to add let's add a Minox. And so when we get all of the Minox, we'll end the game as a win. And I guess maybe let's add a couple of them. There. So we start out with, oh, you know what? Maybe when you get one stormtrooper, you should add 2. And when you get one rebel pilot, you should add 2. That way we end up with a lot happening on the screen. But we need to get both Minox to finish the game. So the goal to win the game is going to be to, you want positive points when the game is over. And so we have to get at least a rebel pilot before a stormtrooper gets us, and then get both Minocs to win. Are we ready? Let's go. All right. So got a rebel pilot, and now I need to get the Minoc. Okay. Now I need to get the other Minoc to win. Well, it should have ended my game as a win. Oh, it did. It did say end game as a win, and it says you win. It just didn't end my game. But I won. I won, and now I'm living in a world of lots of stormtroopers and oh my goodness, lots and lots of rebel pilots. I feel danger, serious danger coming on. It's never a good thing when you have this many rebel pilots mixing with this many Imperial soldiers. Oh, sluggish. Oh, they're getting me. Oh no. Congratulations, you've completed the final puzzle. You can press keep playing to go back and play your game, or you can share your game using this code that it has given you. I'm going to copy that. I am going to put this down in the description box so that you guys can see my game and play with it and remix it and do a game of your own. Thank you so much. I had a lot of fun playing with you guys today. I hope that you had fun playing with me too. Don't forget that you can go to code.org/Star Wars and play this for yourself. Go ahead and play the full level. It's a lot of fun. It doesn't take too long, and you can make something that you can share with your friends. Thanks, guys, for playing with me. Have a happy Saturday, and until next time, happy coding!